Podcasts. Tonight's presentation is 7 ways why unpunctuated writings initiate breath punctuation. Unpunctuated writings are a natural way to write, and it never shuts off the flow, and it's a natural punctuation because whenever you desire, you can take a breath, you can pause, but it never stops the flow of your innerprising intuition. Why punctuated writings are breath punctuation and spirit prowess. Breath expresses quantum lingo, spirit streams frequency fusion. As I'm awakened and aware of the dare to embody my unpunctuated writings, ignite frequency fusion is the act of reading into spiritual and somatic experiences. As breath dissolves grammar and spirit displaces structure, instantly liberates lingo from mechanical rules and invites the reader to embody the rhythm of revelations from within themselves. As each pause, each inhale becomes a comma, each silence is a full stop. As breath punctuation destroys chaos, excites intuition's innate talents, and deeply harmonizing heart elegance that gleams the writer's spirit, destroys rigid syntax through cadence flow and emotional frequency fusion ignites my punctuated writings, energetically challenges spirit prowess, and invigorates your trust in the reader's breath, streams adventurer's artistry, excites your writer's essence, that contourcrafts fashion designer daredevilry, sprees your sovereign revolutionary endeavoring innerprising savvy, awaken your heart harmonizing wizardry and soul splendorous bliss, feeling bold bright lifestyle, feeling your bright lifestyle, chauffeurs you on to your seashores, the son of the fun splendor, now and forevermore. As I liberate me from me, now I'm forever free to be me my way. Unpunctuated writings, breath punctuation, energetic liberation destroys overthink, stressing out, and yesterday's mind binds. Unpunctuated writings, unpunctuated flow replaces overthinking with breath-led clarity without imposed stops. The reader tunes into the rhythm, never the rules. A cruel written by somebody else. You see, all the outside rules are written, and you inherited all them rules from outside sources. Breath becomes the punctuation. This dissolves the habit of mental paraphrasing and invites felt revolutionary receptions of your own natural talents. Overthinking fades when the body leads. Clarity arrives through cadence, never cognition. Clarity arrives through cadence. Energetic liberation begins where grammar lets go. Punctuation often enforces control, conclusion, and conformity. Unpunctuated writings breaks that spell. It opens a field where veracity flows with untamed raw rhythm that rides the breath, and the reader receives without resistance. This is never a rebellion, it's a resonant release of yesterday's dismay. Yesterday's mind binds never survive in breath punctuated presence. Stress clings to structure, desperation loops in logic. Unpunctuated writings dissolves both by anchoring intention to novelty and whatever is in front of you. Each phrase becomes a pulse, each pause a portal. The past loses grip When language stops performing and starts broadcasting the liberating lingo from within you. Why unpunctuated writings initiate liberation as punctuated writings limit creation. Unpunctuated writings bypass mental structure, invite somatic flow. Without imposed stops, lingo becomes breath led and the body tuned into whatever you're experiencing. The reader must feel the rhythm, never to follow the rules. This initiates a liberation from linearity, where meaning is inhaled, never interpreted, never interrupted. Unpunctuating writings dissolves control and opens a field of pure, free-flowing energy for you to rise, shine, and expand. Punctuation can cage creativity in convention, and you have an internal editor that's going to edit it to follow your social obedience. When used rigidly, punctuation enforces rhythm, regulates thought, and interrupts emergence. It trains the mind to pause where told, to conclude prematurely, to obey structure over signal. This limits creation, never by error, but by expectation. The wild pulse of veracity gets trimmed to fit into your social obedient mind. Liberation lives in the unfinished line of your divine daredevilry. Unpunctuated writings leave space for breath, intuition, and for co-creation. It never tells the reader what to think. It invites them to feel and embody what's rising within them, the wisdom, insight, clarity, or fresh foresight. And that openness, creation expands, punctuation ends a sentence. Unpunctuation expands the broadcasting brilliance of who you are. Why punctuated writings initiate breath punctuation. Unpunctuated writings restore breath as the primary guide. Without imposed marks, the reader must feel their way through the rhythm. Breath becomes the punctuation. This initiates a deeper listening where meaning is inhaled, never interrupted. The body leads, the mind follows, and presence becomes the page of your rad, I'm glad to be free. Sovereignty. Breath punctuation awakens internal cadence. Each pause, each inhale, each energetic expansion becomes a living comma, dash, or ellipsis. This is never grammar. It's frequency fusion. Breath punctuation tunes the reader to the transmission's pulse, allowing spirit to sculpt the sentence within and color the world your way. Liberation lives where grammar lets go. Unpunctuated writings dissolves control and opens a field of raw, untamed clarity that invites the reader to punctuate with breath, to experience a frequency fusion, dissolving, analyzing everything. In that free-flowing freedom, lingo becomes a portal. While radical rhymes initiates clarity, cadence opens breath lyrics of liberation. Radical rhymes ignite beyond meaning. Rhymes ignite radical reverberation as words echo. They bypass intellect and land in the soma. Radical rhymes pulse with pattern, awakening clarity. Dissolves logic, rises through felt rhythm that ignites the light of your light of life. To take flight, feeling love, instigate innate leadership, harmonizing today's heavenly heyday. Rhyme opens breath lyrics that excite the body. Each rhyme invites a breath to dance. It electrifies a cadence clarity, the body tempo, the body's tempo, and the spirit effortlessly glides you through life, singing liberating lyrics as breath is the punctuation, and the listener becomes the instrument venturer's vigor. Clarity cadence is born as liberating lingo. The let's fly radical rhymes breaks the rules to unveil the now veracity within you. Veracity is I never lie to me. They bend the syntax, stretch the meaning, sculpt the sound into sovereign signals as they open portals where lyrical lingo stops performing and starts broadcasting. Liberation lives in the lyric that lands before it's understood. The breath between words. In a world ruled by commas and full stops, unpunctuated writing dares to breathe differently. It resists the tyranny of grammar's rigid scaffolding, instead gleams into the rhythm of the body. The inhale, the pause, and the exhale. These writings are lawless and lyrical. They follow the cadence of revelations, the pulse of emotional energy, the natural rise and fall of your liberating lingo as you let go internally, naturally galvanizing optimism. Breath becomes the punctuation, a pause is a comma, held in silence, a period. The reader becomes the performer in interpreting the liberating wisdom, inspiration, clarity that rises you above the marks on paper to embody intuition, feeling freedom flow through your veins of fame. It's liberating because the reader trusts the wisdom from within. It's wise because it mirrors how we actually express the messy, mystical fluidity of our own fresh foresight, alive with thriving vibrancy as we chauffeurs us through life with ease. Why unpunctuated writings initiate politically incorrect inspiration, dissolve mental fences, and yesterday's desperation. Unpunctuated writings bypass the censorship of convention and the editor within you. Without the grammar gatekeepers, lingo flows unfiltered. It never pauses for approval or softens for comfort. It initiates politically incorrect inspiration, never to provoke you, but to pierce through your moldy old habits and viewpoints, opinions, and beliefs. As veracity lands unedited, unapproved, and undeniably alive, you thrive in your trend-setting skills that thrill you out of yesterday to enjoy today. Mental fences clap when structure is removed. Punctuation often enforces obedience. Stop here, think this, conclude now. Unpunctuating writing dissolves those fences, inviting the reader to feel and embody the innate liberating forces within themselves. Rather than follow, they lead. It's never chaos, it's clarity without containment. The mind no longer reads, it receives the wisdom that you're experiencing and what you're reading. Yesterday's desperation dissolves in breath-led broadcasting. Desperation clings to answer, structure, and control. Unpunctuated writings offer none of these. It opens a field of foresight where breath leads, presence pulses, and the past loses its grip and falls away. In this space, inspiration rises from mystical momentum, chauffeuring you through life with ease. While unpunctuated writings, breath punctuation ignites my free-flowing image inspiration, radical intuition, movie maker imagination, inventor innovation. Unpunctuated writings activate breath-led visioning. Without imposed stops, a page becomes a runway for inspiration for your flight of foresight to take flight. Breath takes the wheel, guiding rhythm, pacing and pulsing. This breath punctuation never interrupts it. It initiates your innate innovative talents. It opens a field where images arrive fully formed, never constructed. They are cinematic clarity without storyboard constraint. Punctuation, when felt, never forced, sparks an inventive flow of your glowing, genuine, literary, optimistic wisdom. Used intuitively, punctuation becomes a tool of ignition, not regulation. It sculpts silence, emphasizes emphasis, and directs attention like a camera pan. This awakens the inner movie maker, the radical inventor, the intuitive innovator. You stop writing, you're now directing a bold broadcaster bravado of your own movie of your desired lifestyle. Unpunctuated broadcasting dissolves mental editing and unleashes image innovation. Punctuation often invites overthinking, trimming wild thoughts into tame sentences. Unpunctuated writings bypasses that filter, letting radical intuition express in living color the scenes of your desired lifestyle. Never fragments. It's never just words, it's a vision in motion. Innovation follows when syntax lets go. By punctuated writings, breath punctuation liberates me to flow of intuition, inspiration, innovation, imagination, unleashes my sleek, unique talents. Breath punctuation awakens intuitive flow beyond the structure of everything you think and know. Unpunctuated writings invites breath to lead you to your promised land. Each inhale becomes a comma, each exhale a pause. This breath-led rhythm bypasses mental editing and autopilot thinking and awakens a radical intuition. You realize you'll never think your way through. You listen and question to feel your way to your heavenly heydays. Your trailblazer talents never follow rules. They ride tides of troublemaker magic to experience your lavish, luxurious lifestyle your way. Liberated language or liberated lingo sparks inspiration without interruption. Punctuation often cages creativity in convention and with your inner editor taking out everything that makes you feel uncomfortable and liberated. Removing it opens a field where ideas arrive unfiltered, unforced, and fully formed into images of your desired life. Inspiration flows like a current, never segmented but streamed with esteemed elegance. Your imagination never waits for permission. It ignites on arrival as you feel the forthright energy within you rise, shine, and energize you to color your world your way. Unpunctuated broadcasting unleashes innovation through somatic signal. As grammar lets go, innovation rises inside you. You're channeling, each phrase becomes a portal. Each rhythm is a fashion designer lyrics for you to sing your songs of stunning success. As your sleek, unique talents emerge, rising out of your scenarios, elevating prescient presence that ignites the frequencies of your imagination combustion. Liberating unpunctuated writings never get into, keep all your cognitive recollections quiet, and you're open to listening. You can never think no and listen in, into it anything, because the cognitive recollections of thinking knowing bestow you in yesterday. But the unpunctuated writings, I started this in 2011. And first of all, I was putting a period, and then I started putting 3 periods. Now I don't punctuate it. It's capital letter, 3 lines, capital letter, 3 lines. And what that does is opens a flow of energy. Punctuation stops the flow. But also, we've been taught through social obedience, we're trying to ascertain what the other people, the author, wants us to know. But everything that author knows is their way of life, as your life is unique to you. And that's why the programming of the world has us stuck in the mucky yesterday. You are unique. Your talents are unique, your wisdom unique, everything about you is unique. And it will never really fit into following the socialized obedience of the world. What it's open to is you to listen and observe your trend-setting talents within you that chauffeur you through life down to your beaches of bountiful bliss, to kiss the blessings of your lavish, endless abundance of health, wealth, fun, money, all your divine good. But it's up to you to open up to receive from your natural talents. And see, in a lot of things is how is most of the stuff out there programming and following social obedience, and you feel stuck in yesterday. See, something I really realized, there is no education for the here and now. There's education to bring from yesterday to control today, but there is no education or thinking or knowing that can move you forward here, because this is all fresh experience. It's a fresh mass, energizing the fresh experiences to open up and unleash your unpunctuated grandeur of yourself. See, life is unrehearsed, uneducated. It's all free flowing, but we try to put an education and all of our old ways of life into now, and so we stay stuck in yesterday. You listen to the now, question the now, to open up the wow within you that's wonders, optimism, and wisdom that chauffeurs you through life with the greatest of ease. How are you trying to do what other people show you and you never have the results? That's because the other people's knowledge is theirs. Your wisdom is unique to you, and your wisdom comes from your get your hands dirty experiences in your daily life. Wisdom rises you, knowledge shifts you across the board, but never rises you. Liberation, wisdom, inspiration, and clarity. Sing your songs of sovereign serenity, opening up your free-flowing intuition, imagination, innovation for you to rise, shine, and energize your life with your talents. How have you tried doing what other people do, but it never did anything for you, and then you get mad and frustrated, and then you think you're never good enough? Well, the real thing is that other program was never intended for you, because you are unique to you. And the only one that's holding you back in life is you. And are you willing and open to discover your own sleek, unique talents. And here's a question to start every day with. Why is today the best day of my life? Write a short sentence of it. First thing in the morning, ask that question because you'll rise and energize you. You want to energize here because you're thinking no. Everything you think and know comes from yesterday. And that's the truth. Inspiration, innovation, imagination, intuition is your here and now chauffeurs through life. And I am Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity. And may your life forever be as blessed as you are a blessing to